Hey Leo, welcome to your June 2025 quick read. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna do something different this month. I'm gonna do just 3 general cards, and then we'll clarify. There it is, with your love and career cards. So let's get into it. What does the zodiac sign Leo need to know about June 2025? Sun, moon, or rising? What do the Leos need to know about June? 5 of Pentacles. Leo, Sun, Moon, or rising, what will they experience in the month of June? Okay. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, the Hanged One in reverse. Funny thing is, I thought we were going to miss a month where you didn't have yourself in there, but that still counts. Look at you on the card. Okay, Leo, let me meditate over these cards. Give me a second. All right, Leo, let's see. So right off the bat with the... Honestly, this whole spread, I'm not even going to go card by card. I'm getting this energy of feeling uncertain, feeling like you don't really have your footing, specifically in your career and specifically in what you're going to do next. Anything that you're passionate about, anything that you've been putting a lot of energy into for maybe anywhere from the last few months to the last few years. And so now there's a level of uncertainty. You may be ready to go, but you're not seeing any movement, right? Like, for example, you may have completed something, but there's no money coming from it, right? Maybe you started the business, you got the LLC, but now there's no money coming from it. You got the degree, but now there's no money coming from it. Or maybe there's money coming in, but now you're like, okay, what's next now? What do I do now? Right? So there's a level of uncertainty. And when we have the Hanged One, it's kind of our message of like, there's some delays, there's some resistance. I like to call this card the hurry up and wait card from the universe. It's kind of like you just gotta wait. You just have to wait until they sort everything out. But when we're in reverse in the Hanged One, we're not comfortable with that. You know, being the Hanged Man upright is a level of peace. We don't know what's going on, but we're okay with whatever happens. In reverse, we're wiggling and squirming, and blood is rushing to our head, and we annoyed and we hate it. So there's a little bit of unrest with not knowing what's next. With this Queen of Wands, there's 2 messages here, but with the spread alone, Queen of Wands is fire sign energy. It's confident, it's certain, it's beautiful, it's fiery, and it's passionate and knows what it wants. In reverse, we're not so confident. We're a little unsure of ourselves. We don't really know what we should be doing. And that may manifest as you being a little more quiet and a little more like self-focused because you're trying to figure it out. So it kind of depends, because you may not be lacking confidence more than it's like there's a level of self-respect. Because I'm also hearing this separate message of like knowing your worth now. Whereas before you may have been taking pennies, now you're not taking pennies. But that is bringing a different result. And let me be clear, because there's not a fire sign I know that will take pennies. But I will say that Leo, especially Leo, but any Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, we are very social, butterfly, high energy people that sometimes that manifests as taking attention from anything and anywhere. Hold on. And this doesn't necessarily mean romantic, right? But it can be for some of you. It's just like we just kind of take it because it's there, because we feel like this light of ours should be appreciated. The issue that comes with that is that sometimes you find yourself bringing a level of loyalty and a level of energy and light and warmth to something or someone that does not deserve it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when we say we accept pennies, because we're kind of like, well, as long as the money coming in, as long as somebody's throwing some cash this way, as long as... But then what we don't realize is that when we're selling something so wonderful at a discount that deserves millions. Do you see what I'm saying? So there may be an element of feeling like you're not being appreciated for your worth, or you weren't playing for your worth. So for some of you now, you are playing for that worth, and you're looking like, okay, but I don't know what that looks like now, because okay, no, I'm not accepting the pennies. No, now I'm out of this circumstance in this situation, but now I don't know what's next. Why does everything feel stuck? Why does everything feel delayed? Why can't I make the moves? I did the thing. What's going on? You see what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on with that financially. What does Leo need to know about their career and finances in the month of June 2025? Spirit, make it abundantly clear for us. Anchor. Money blocks, being stuck, financially stuck. Didn't I say that? Didn't I just say stuck? Careers, you can have a water related career. You could be traveling. I just heard for somebody a travel nurse or like something like that, maybe a flight attendant, and being stable for now. Clarity. Zodiac sign Leo, what do they need to know about their career and finances in the month of June? Okay, money's coming in. Well, good investment. Careers, you can be in sales and finance. You could be getting a raise, and you could get lucky this month. Okay, so that's the good news. So the bad news is, just like we were saying, we feel stuck. We feel blocked financially. The word, and I'm laughing because the word that I'm hearing is that like we feel poor with the financial Five of Pentacles, but it doesn't, like, I don't think literally. I think it feels like someone just told me a joke, like, girl, I'm poor. But that's kind of how it feels, is that you kind of tired of living on a budget. You kind of tired of living tight, even if you're not living that way. You know how it goes. Even if you're spending money with reckless abandon, in the back of your head, you like, oh, I got that bill. Or maybe a bill pops up and you like, ooh. Like, you can handle it. Like, you got the money to pay for it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, wait a minute. This may run up on me. So there's a little bit of that going on in the month. Luckily, something comes through. You get the raise. You get some extra money. For somebody very specific, if you had made like a investment in something financially, because it's going to look different for all of you. For somebody very specific, you know those timeshare things? Something like that, or like some type of business like that works out for you. So an investment may come through, or maybe you see a little bit of money from something that you've been working on. So that's going to be the great part about it, is that you made a good investment and now it's paying you off. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if it solves all your problems, but it definitely gets you through the month of June. Okay? Or if nothing else, it makes you feel good. Okay, but you're stable. You're just blocked. Because I think, Leo, you have a dream. You have a goal. I think there's a middle, like a gap between where you are now and how you're going to, like, and where you're trying to go. You don't know how you're going to get there, Leo. I'm sorry I'm doing all this stuttering. It's because I'm thinking and talking at the same time. But that's what I'm figuring out, is that you don't really know how we're going to get there, and that's the frustrating part. It's not that you don't know where you want to go and what you want to do. It's more of, okay, but how do I get there? I want to be a millionaire. What does that look like, right? So that's something that may come up for you this month, okay? For others of you, that getting a raise keeps popping out for me, so like I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen some extra change on your check this month. I don't necessarily see travel in your future. If you do decide to travel in the month of June, expect delays. You know, I'm telling you now, you're going to have some resistance. You're going to have some delays. There are going to be some funds that ain't funding, and that may come up for you. Okay? So if you're worried about finances, if you're worried about the movement of your career, more specifically, because also apply that to your career, because the money could be fine, but then there could be an element of like, I'm trying to get this career off the ground, and for some reason it's not happening. So it's going to move some. Clarity for your love and relationships now. What's going on for my Leos and their love and relationships? What's going on with my Leos' relationships in June 2025? No more. Whew, child, these things popping out. Reconciliation, reunion, second chance, back together, I miss you. Ooh. And friends. Acquaintance, trust, support, loyalty. Okay. Interesting. It's a couple things going on here. I do think that you spend a lot of time with friends, like separately from any sort of romance. I think that you try to get out more, if nothing else. So there's a level of like having conversations, or maybe calling your good girlfriend or guy friend and sitting on the phone, you know, getting that support that way. Maybe you're outside a little more, having more fun. The worry is in the back of your head, but I think you're still doing the Leo thing and trying to have a good time anyway. As in terms of this reconciliation, I do think that you reconcile with someone, but for some of you Leos, you're already involved with someone, so when this person comes back, it gets a little sticky because you don't expect them to come back. So when they come back, you're kind of like, oh, well, I got a man now, or I got a girl now. Like, what do you mean you want to talk to me? That sort of thing. But they do want a second chance, and they're kind of on you. Now, it depends on how you want to play it, Leo. Depending on the type of Leo I'm talking to. You may try to still be friends with this person, or kind of keep them on the back burner while you figure your situation out. For others of you, you may just kind of like switch gears altogether. Like, you know, you just decide on the other person and drop whoever you're dealing with. For somebody very specific, which is why I paused, there's this weird situation where you think that someone's your friend, but they secretly want a chance. That may come up for you all. So just something to think about is that you may think like, oh, okay, this person's like cool with us just cool with us just being friends, and then they're like talking about how much they love you and they want to marry you, and you like, huh? What you mean you want a chance to be my girl or my man? What? I'm just hanging out, like that sort of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised about that. But also keep in mind of being open with a friend that misses you as well. If you haven't spent time with your friend for a while, or maybe there's been some distance or some weird stuff, you guys may reconcile and go hang out and chill out. It's something about like them having such a good time that's being pointed out to me. If it was like a girl's day, or you and the guys go do something together, it's something. Okay, my love. But that's all I'm saying for you, Leo. You'll work it out. Have a good month and tell me about it in the comments. Bye.